to set the stage, Kathy Katula will contribute part of her taxes so that somebody who can afford a car up to $150,000 a year, whether it's a hybrid or an electric car like Tesla, will get a $14,000 rebate. Now, there's a whole bunch of levels on where this makes no sense. The first thing is that subsidizing vehicles is a very high-cost way of reducing emissions. Whatever you think of carbon taxes and carbon pricing, there are things you can do. Doing this one is one of the dumbest because it doesn't produce significant, it's a huge cost for very insignificant lowering of emissions. The second thing is, this is really a chapter in an ongoing story. What happened was that, this was the Globe and Mail. What originally happened was there was no limit on these. You could buy $1 million car in Ontario, and people were getting massive subsidies. Then the government went, and the Premier went, oh no, that's not a good idea.
There really were $1 million cars?
Yeah, there were people, a Porsche Spyder, people were getting subsidies for those kinds of cars. Never mind,
that's crazy.
So then the government went, okay, you know what, that's wrong. We're going to cut it back to the upper limit of $150,000, and then we're only going to give, I think, for like a Tesla, it was going to be a few $1,000s, $3,000 or something. Then Tesla came in, lobbied the government, and lo and behold, the government says, okay, we're going to keep it at 150, but we're going to go back to the 14,000. So this is kind of the fantasy world that because if you never mind all this stuff, if your goal is to lower greenhouse gas emissions that climate scientists say are linked to climate change, the Ontario government, through its cap and trade program, is planning on raising $8.3 billion a year, which we paid for by people like Kathy Katula and all of us in higher retail prices. Cap and trade raises the price of goods and services. Carbon tax raises the tax. So they're going to take $8.3 billion from us over the next 4 years, and then they're going to dispense it like they're queens and kings. The Tesla people will get this much money. And the problem with all of this is that if your goal is to lower emissions, why is the government getting $1 more of our revenue?
Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.